Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing a desk tour, and when I got opinions of this on Twitter, everyone seemed super enthusiastic to see how I study or where I study as such. So currently I'm just showing you essentially the widest view of my desk I can, so there's bits that you can't actually see on the camera right now, but I'm going to go around it in a bit and essentially show you what my desk looks like. So let's go. So on my desk, from the stuff you can currently see, I have my laptop, which is a MacBook Air, and I got it for Christmas last year, so 2018. And my desk itself is from IKEA, as is my chair, which you can't see in the video, and my wardrobe, because the desk and the wardrobe match. And I've had the desk for about 7 years, so it's a very sturdy desk. And then directly in front of you, you can see my notebook, which is basically where anything UCAS related goes. So I've got notes on all of the books on my personal statement, any themes that I've sort of included books by, and just stuff relating to the ELAT as well. Then I've got some post-it notes and a rock from a beach in Wales, because it's pretty and it keeps the post-it notes in place. And then I've got my current reading and my personal statement books, because this summer I've been working on my personal statement, so I wanted to be able to refer to those books when I needed to. And then I have my academic planner, which you can't see very well from here, but it's essentially on the desk, and it's honestly just been like a godsend since I've got it, but it's currently not got a home, because last year I sort of just put my planner in my bag all year, and that's sort of where it stayed. But because I'm really using this, in the summer, I want it on the desk still. Then behind that you've got 3 cacti, 2 of which are from Wilko's, because Wilko's do really cheap cacti, which was honestly such a nice thing to find out last summer. So I've had those about a year. And then the one behind them is from the Covered Market in Oxford, because I got it while I was on Unique a few weeks ago. Then I've got some Stabilo Boss highlighters, and I've got a pastel pack, a neon pack, and some others that I wanted to buy because I wanted those colours. So I've got a blue one, which I think I bought as a separate highlighter, and I've got 3 different shades of pink in the brighter colours too, because because that's my colour for English. So I was like, I want to have lots of those colours, whereas I don't really need more than one yellow colour, because I've got a pastel and I've got a highlighter one. Then I've got my student ID and my Unique lanyard, and that's actually all you can see on the desk. So I've also got a mirror, so I'm going to have to pick you up now and show you the rest of my desk essentially, because the other part of it is on this part, which is a filing cabinet, also from IKEA I think, but I'm not 100% sure. I have a Starbucks mug which has some pencils and stuff in, pencil pots, and a cactus light, because clearly there is a theme here. But no, that's really pretty when it's turned on. I also have a candle, which I don't think I mentioned before, just in case you couldn't see it, because I really like candles. And then I also have a candle drawer, which is this drawer in the desk, so that's got candles and lighters in for when I need them. A hole punch, and then I've got a different hole punch underneath the desk, but you can't see it because it's really dark under the desk for some reason. But the other one's like my big hole punch when I need to punch a lot of stuff, whereas this one is for just 1 or 2 sheets. I've got my college pencil case, so in that I've got just some pens, some pencils, no highlighters because all highlighters are on the desk, but normally I take a highlighter or 2 to college as well. And then after that is the sort of wall in front of my desk, because that's also sort of part of my organisational stuff and admin. And on there I have a wall planner, which I'm going to step back so you can see all of it. So essentially that is how I've kept track of the year. And like zooming on some of like the stuff on it, I've got my UCAS deadline, the ELATS test is somewhere there it is at the end, and my college UCAS deadline. People's birthdays are on there too. The Madrid trip, which I'm going to be vlogging when it happens, because that's not till November, not that you can see it because I've covered up November that side. But yeah, that's essentially my 2019 year planner, and I need to get one for 2020, so that is sort of the next thing I need to buy. I have some post-it notes to do with English language, and just a massive piece of paper that says a definition of community of practice, because I wanted to learn that for the mock, but that's sort of just the side of me now because I remembered it in the mock and I was quite pleased with that. Then I have my Spanish tenses to learn, so I've got present, past, future, and then different Spanish moods because there's indicative, subjunctive and imperative, and the ones in green we've covered in first year. And then over here I've got some information on the ELAT I printed off at the start of the summer because I wanted to do some research into what the ELAT actually was before I started looking at past papers and stuff. And then this is probably the most useful grid that I have in my whole room because it is my assessment objectives for literature and language. So language is this side in pink and literature is the other side in blue. And each of the pink and blue post-it notes are each AO's weighting, so they're in marks for language and percentages for literature because on the OCR website they came up in percentages and those are the ones I wrote down first. But when I tried to convert the AQA ones for language into percentages, it didn't work. You ended up with like 0.5, so I was like, okay, I'll just write out the marks then. And then what else? I've got a nice quote about reading up there I coloured in because I was essentially just trying to like calm down. And then here is sort of like my main eyeline, so I've got a note about my printer, so I've got to print off my coursework first draft before I do anything else. Some interesting questions that relate to personal statement, a note because I don't have a preference for my college yet for my application, and two quite cute pictures that I took while I was on Unique, and then that Oxford girl like leaflet because I was given one at open day and I thought, hey, that's nice, it's a nice colour. So essentially that's really my desk. So what else can I show you with it? I can show you in the filing cabinet because so in here I have miscellaneous stuff, which is tablets, something for the magazine, which I didn't really want on my desk at the time. I'm trying to remember what's in each of them. This one is colour paper, bookmarks and flashcards. I use bookmarks quite a lot, not so much with flashcards or colour paper anymore, but really useful when it comes to revision. And then this one here is just white A4 and A3 paper because you can never have enough plain paper, to be honest. And then that's really my desk and everything on it, I guess. So this is essentially my desk. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and comment below, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys!